Canadians across the country are struggling with the rising cost of food, and it's even worse in Northern and Indigenous communities, where the lack of competition has allowed Northmart, often the only option, to jack up the cost of food without consequence. The Liberals are choosing to stand with wealthy CEOs instead of helping families afford food. In addition to competition, First Nations like Garden Hill need reliable all-weather roads to be able to bring in food and supplies. When will the Liberals stop subsidizing CEO profits, take on the grocery giants, and stand up for Northerners? Grocery prices in our north are routinely 2 to 3 times higher the cost compared to more southern communities. The largest grocery chain in the north, Northwest Company, has profits that have gone up 10% since 2022. Their CEO earned just about $4 million in compensation in a single year, 98 times what his employees earned. And with all those profits, they receive $67 million in subsidies through Nutrition North. Are those savings being passed on to Northerners? Of course not. In fact, in larger communities with more than one store, corporate grocers pass only about 67 cents of every subsidy dollar on to consumers. In smaller communities with a single grocery store, greedy grocery CEOs are keeping 67 cents out of every dollar they should be passing on to consumers. The more isolated your community is, and the less you have to spend, the more you get gouged. Northern and Indigenous communities already have to deal with greedy CEOs' price gouging. The sad reality is that not one politician would tolerate these prices if they were the ones who had to pay them. You could be sure if the Prime Minister lived in Norway House, a cereal box wouldn't cost $17.99. If the leader of the official opposition lived in Wasagamak, a can of soup wouldn't cost 4 times what it costs in Ottawa. If anyone here paid over $35 for a 6-pack of canned salmon like people in Garden Hill do, they certainly wouldn't be rushing to hand out $25.5 million to Loblaws and Costco over 4 years, like the Liberals did.